Hey, what's up? I just wanted to make a video just like super quick right now. I only have like a few minutes just to talk. The reason why I want to make this video is honestly because I'm listening to this audiobook about TED Talks and about the different types of TED Talks of the struggles that people had. And usually the hardest struggles end up not necessarily being like bad at all. It ends up being like super good, and like they end up becoming more like better, like spiritually inside themselves, and then doing what they really want to do. But what I want to talk today about is like I just want to start making content on YouTube. I'm not someone who does YouTube or goes on YouTube a lot, but I just want to start at least trying to learn how to crawl and at least doing something better than nothing. Some example for me, honestly, like I was homeless at first for a while, for about maybe a year and a half. And what I noticed about being homeless, it brings you closer to like the things that you have, like your phone. Like all I had was a phone and like an abandoned car. And what I did was I just looked up a lot of business stuff of like how to make money. I always wanted to know how to make money. So I would like go door to door, and I would like okay, this is a crazy story. First I went to like Kmart. I didn't have any money at all, and I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna get money. I have no social. I have nothing at all. So what I did, I know it sounds so bad, but what I did was I went to Kmart and I got a bucket and I just started piling a bunch of like car wash stuff, like the best stuff they had, most expensive stuff. And I went in there and I just walked out. I just walked out like nothing, and I was like, okay, I know this is so bad, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go door to door and I'm gonna knock on people's doors and tell them, hey, I'll wash your car, whatever you want me to do. I'll do detailing. I'll do the best I can, and it could be $10, $5, anything. And I did that for a long time, and it was in the summer. And the summertime, in California, it gets super, super hot. So it was just all bad, super bad. And I would get sunburned, and like people would be angry, people would be all mad, telling me to leave me alone. I kept going and going. Eventually I stopped because it started getting, I started walking too far, and like I didn't have enough money for food, and it was like kind of hurting my, I wasn't strong enough to like walk as much and do like ask people to do car washes. And like some people were skeptical about it, asking me what kind of stuff is in it. Is it better not be just regular, dishwashing soap? And I'm like, no, man. Look, I had to sell myself on telling them, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This are my services. The price isn't that high. I can do as many cars as you want me to. I could do the best job I can. And there's this one family that I had. They're older, and I don't know why I told them I was getting no sales at all. I was knocking on doors and no one was helping me. So I told this one older man. I told him, hey, my name is Isaac. I'm doing car washes because I'm trying to go to school. I'm trying to save some money to go on a trip to, I think, Spain or something. I think it was Spain. And I was in an art institute, I told them, for art, and that I do art, and then I paint and draw and all this stuff, and I don't have enough money and my parents can't fund me. And I was already like 20 years old at the time, and I wasn't living with my parents at all. And he believed me. He was like, wow, that's awesome. You're one of the first people I've seen that goes out and actually knocks on doors to make money, like finding out any way. And I told him that I went to school full time, so I didn't have enough time to get a job. But the real thing is that I didn't have my social. For a lot of places, the only way to work is if you have a social. It took about 2 months for my social to come in so I can at least go to agencies for warehouses just to get money. But the whole thing is that, like, even though I was in a rough time, like, I really pushed myself to want to do more. um, I even would like go out and just like try. I would I ended up meeting a friend, and I think I was out after like a club or something, and I ended up meeting a friend. He was one of my mentors, and I met him, and he talked to me. He said, "Hey, would you be interested in making some money?" He did like a whole speech. Like, when I met him, he kind of like looked like a drug dealer to me, and I was like, "This guy looks just like Scarface," and he was all dressed up with a fancy haircut and has like designs in it, and his eyes were all beady and like very serious, and like he was wearing like really expensive like Italian clothing. And I just had got into a fight at Denny's with some people from the club, and I was like, I almost got stabbed that night. And he was like, "Hey man, you come sit with me." And he pitched this idea to me about like, would you want to work for me? I do life insurance, I do car insurance, health insurance. Would you be interested in doing that? I know that you don't know me. This was his thing. I know that you don't know me, but he would tell a story, and that story made me like get into a glazed look. And once you get into that glazed look, that's when you have the person. You hook them by telling them a story to make them feel everything that you've done, to put their kind of like their eyes are in you, or you're going into their spirit. And he was telling me like, how would you like it if you made extra $1,000 a week? And to me, as a young guy, didn't have money at the time. I was like, dang, like that would be cool, extra 1,000 a week. And he was telling me like, yeah, like extra 1,000, but you have to fucking work hard. And he would like have this aggressive like look and like aggressive talk. He's like, look, I know I cuss a lot and I'm very serious. The reason why is because if I don't tell you, when you work for me, you will think to yourself, what am I getting into? And people will tell you exactly how they feel because they don't know you. If they don't know you, they don't flow you. Grant Cardone taught me that. I've been watching a lot of his videos a lot too. He has really good content on there. And like finally, like I would go out to gas stations and I would go to people, and I just had a pad and paper, and people were just like, what the heck is this kid? And I borrowed his suit. I borrowed some of his old suits and his shoes, and I was scared. I was introverted. I never talked to random people like that, but I was just like so scared. After 10, you turn into a different person. Like, it gets fun. You're so happy, alive. You make people laugh. I never made a random person just laugh by me being just like selling something to someone. That never made me like so happy to do that. And after a while, like I did it all day from like 7 in the morning to like 7 at night, and just doing that all day, nonstop. And I would have to call leads, call them back. And at the time, I would always like admit to failure pretty fast. Like, I would like doing the work, like just going out and getting like references, experiences, and getting leads. But then I would get lazy at calling them back, and that's what really killed me. And failure actually doesn't exist, because if you actually spend your whole life trying to do whatever it is that's like stopping you, eventually you'll do it. We have at least 90 years. I mean, there's zero, pretty much, I feel like there's 0 seconds in your lifetime, because there's can be any second of death. You can die just crossing the street, or you can get shot by an incoming drive-by, or just get hit by a car or a diesel. There's 0 seconds of life. So everything that you put into consideration, make it the best, and, you know, make it worthwhile. But like, not, don't just do stupid things. Like, do things that are important, that are gonna help other people too. And just do something that you really like every single day. Every single day. If you do it every single day, eventually something will happen. And if you do it every single day until you die, until you get the exact, you know, satisfaction of it, or whatever it is that you want, you'll realize, like, wow. And anything that is really, really hard, or it puts you down so much, it's something that's gonna come out good as long as you keep doing it. And I just wanna, that's something I wanted to share and tell my story. I'm not someone who goes on here or talks to people that much, but I'll see you guys. My name's Isaac Valdivia. If anyone who sees this, I know this is gonna get like really low views, but it's okay. And just, if you see it, at least comment, at least. And thank you. Have a good day.